Hi, welcome to A Global Kitchen. Today we're going to make one of the most popular dishes in Vietnam, tofu in fresh tomato sauce. Cubes of tofu, crisp on the outside, meltingly tender on the inside, are tossed in a deeply flavorful tomato sauce. Simply put, it's vegan comfort food. It's easy and quick to prepare, and it's really affordable. That's probably why in Vietnam, it's commonly made in homes and casual restaurants. I'm fortunate enough to live near a well-stocked Asian grocer, so I have some freshly made firm tofu. But any firm or extra firm tofu that you get from the grocery store is great for this recipe. Today I'm gonna shallow fry the tofu, but if you like to use a little less oil, you can also pan fry it. It's worth checking out one of my basic pantry episodes on tips for preparing tofu. So let's get to the stoves. So today I have 1 pound of firm tofu, finely chopped garlic, 3/4 pound finely chopped ripe plum tomatoes, about 3 or 4, some salt and sugar, some soy sauce, some homemade mushroom powder, some vegetable stock, but you can also use some water or mushroom soaking liquid, some scallions, and some cilantro for garnish, and lastly, some fresh black pepper. First off, we should remove some of the excess moisture from the tofu before we fry it. Drain off the liquid from the package of tofu and cut the tofu into 1.5-inch cubes. Line a large plate with a double thickness of paper towel and place the tofu cubes on top. Cover the tofu with another double layer of paper towel and gently press it. Leave the tofu for at least 10 minutes. Place a paper towel lined plate next to the stove. Heat the oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat. When the oil is hot, gently add the tofu. Be careful as the oil may sputter as the tofu releases moisture. Try your best not to have the tofu cubes touch each other, as sometimes they'll stick together. But don't worry if they do. They'll easily separate as they cool. Cook the tofu for about 3 minutes or until lightly golden. Then turn the cubes over to another side and cook for 2 more minutes. I prefer using a pair of tongs to turn the cubes, but a spatula works okay too. Repeat until the other 2 sides of the cubes are golden brown. When the tofu cubes are golden brown, crispy and puffy, transfer them to the paper towel lined plate and set aside. Carefully pour out most of the oil, leaving about a tablespoon, and return the frying pan to the stove. Reduce the heat to medium. Add the garlic and stir fry it until fragrant, about 20 seconds. Then toss in the tomatoes, soy sauce, sugar and salt, and mushroom powder. The mushroom powder is optional, but it adds another hit of umami. Simmer for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally, until the tomato breaks down. You'll notice the tomato has broken down considerably. Add the liquid. Today I'm using light vegetable stock. Gently simmer it for about 10 minutes until the sauce thickens. Reduce the heat if you think it's thickening too quickly. Stir in the fried tofu, scallions, and freshly ground black pepper, and cook for another minute to coat the tofu lightly with the sauce. Transfer to a serving dish and sprinkle the cilantro over top. So here we have our tofu with fresh tomato sauce. So let's have a taste. I'm too eager to try it, so I'm just gonna do it with my fingers. Pardon me. The tofu just melts in the mouth, and it's just fabulous with the garlicky tomato sauce. This is comfort food at its finest. Serve it alongside stir-fried garlicky greens like spinach, broccoli, green beans. With a nice bowl of steamed rice, you've got yourself a wonderful meal. I'll leave the recipe in the description box below, but it's also from my book, Vegetarian Vietnam, and I'll be making more recipes in the coming weeks. If you make this recipe, leave me a comment, let me know how it turned out and what you ended up eating it with. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to A Global Kitchen, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, and happy cooking.